How much longer are you willing to postpone change, hoping things will somehow shift on their own? You can keep guessing blindly, or you can take a path that others have already walked before you. Hi, my name is Evelyn. For the past 10 years, I've been studying trading and watching how clarity and structure help people feel more confident in what they're doing. I used to be just a regular store clerk, and I genuinely believed the only way to improve my life was to work harder. But over the time, I realized it's not about the number of hours. I began to notice people who approached things differently. They didn't spend more time, they just used a different kind of thinking, a systematic approach. That realization changed everything for me. I studied, I made mistakes, I tried again, and eventually I built a method that helped not only me, but others who started from scratch and now share their own amazing results with me. Today, I want to share that approach with you. No complicated terms, just clear, practical steps you can start applying right away. Watch this video until the end, and you'll get a system that can become a solid foundation for you. Ready? Then let's get started. Before we begin, I want to share something important. I've created a community where I share the experience I've built over the years, my methods, decision-making logic, and real-time analysis of trading situations. It's designed so that even if you've never done anything like this before, you can ease into it and start practicing. You don't need to understand technical jargon. Everything is explained in simple language and shown through clear examples. And yes, the community is open right now. So before we jump into practice, take a moment to check it out. The link is in the pinned comment. Click and join us. And now let's begin. All right, friends, let's begin. Everything is set up. Among the indicators, I've chosen Super Trend, a line that changes color, green or red, signaling potential trend reversals. Now let's pick our pairs. Everything's ready on my side. Let's confidently get started. The chart clearly shows a trend shift, and we're currently seeing a temporary slowdown in movement. The indicator lines are approaching a zone where reversals have happened before. Considering the overall picture, I expect an upward move. Great start. Let's keep going. You can see a change in market structure. After a noticeable pullback and a short pause, the price reached an area that previously acted as resistance. Visually, a setup is forming, one that often precedes a reversal. Taking all this into account, I'm going for the takeoff. Calm and confident. Let's continue, friends. Judging by the current picture, the movement has changed direction and continues to develop after a brief pause. The lines show a confident bounce from a zone that previously acted as support. This formation often signals a trend continuation. Staying with the trend. Let's keep the momentum going. The chart is now in a zone where price has been consolidating for some time. If the line holds above this area, it could indicate a potential trend shift, going upward off the bounce from support. Smoothly transitioning to the next pair, friends. You've just seen for yourself how my approach works in real time. This isn't luck. It's a system I've built over more than 10 years. Now comes the most important question. Are you ready to start moving forward? Or will you keep watching from the sidelines while others take action and shape their lives on their own terms? I know how easy it is to delay the decision until Monday, later, or when the time feels right. But real change doesn't begin with thinking. It starts with taking that first step. If you're standing at a crossroads right now, know this, you're not alone. It's not just about having information. It's about being in the right space where people will help you understand and move forward with confidence. When I was starting out, I really lacked that kind of support. That's exactly why I created my own community. It's a space for those who want to truly understand how this all works without noise or overwhelm. Inside you'll find my personal working method, how I build my process and what I focus on, live examples and step-by-step explanations so you can see how it all works in practice, support, I personally respond to questions and help members get started, one step at a time. The community is open right now, but I work with each member individually, so spaces are limited to maintain quality and attention for everyone. If you feel ready to give it a try, click the link in the pinned comment and join us. I'll be waiting to welcome you there. Now let's keep going. We can clearly see a trend reversal. The line is confidently moving in one direction. There are also visual signals that often come before a continuation of this kind of scenario. The situation is dynamic, so I'm following the trend. Next step, let's push forward, keep up the pace. The chart shows a gradual recovery after a recent pullback. The lines have returned to a zone where movement previously stalled, and now the indicator suggests a possible continuation. The setup makes sense, continuing with the main trend. Alright team, let's move on. The chart shows a clear trend shift. The movement is becoming more pronounced in one direction. Visually, this comes with typical signs that often precede such scenarios. Price is dropping and I'm going down with it. Excellent, let's keep going. The chart has been moving within a single range for a while, without a clear direction. Now the line is approaching the upper boundary of this range, and the indicator points to a possible reversal. As we approach resistance in a sideways market, I'm going short. Everything's going according to the plan. Let's move forward. We still see directional movement on the chart. After a short pause, the line is returning to the previously established vector. The indicator confirms the current trend. The chart is nearing an area that was active in earlier moves, so I'm going for the drop. Let's catch the final wave. The chart maintains a strong direction, and after a brief pause, it's returning to the previous dynamic. The line approached a zone where past reversals and pauses occurred. Now we can see that after touching this zone, the chart is turning back in the same direction as before the pause. So I'm going up, friends. That's how it works, friends. The key is analyze and act according to strategy. And that wraps up our session. The mood is great. I showed you how my approach works, and I'm truly glad you spent this time with me. You know, I'd love you to experience that same feeling when everything finally clicks into place and you start to see how to act calmly and confidently. You don't need to drown in a sea of conflicting information. Things can be much simpler when you have a clear structure and someone who's ready to share real experience. Every day, I work with members of my community. I explain, support, and walk through real examples, especially for those who are just starting out. Inside, it's a safe space where you can ask questions, get help, and move forward at your own pace. The community is currently open. If this kind of environment feels right for you, follow the link in the pinned comment and join. Thank you for spending this time with me, and hopefully we'll meet again soon.